Okay. Yo, I'm gonna scroll down. Right? You see this tweet right here? Let me see if I can exit out right here. My bad. Nah, okay, it won't let it. You see this tweet right here? I'm gonna just like highlight it. I don't, I tweeted this. I promise you. I tweeted this from his phone. We're walking out of the interview. We're walking in the cars because he about to go to governor's ball, and Savage is like, yo, damn, yo. He was like, yo, you really think I should be like popping more shit? Because he's a humble nigga, bro. Like I'm telling you, he's too humble for the position he got. And I told him, I said, Savage, yo, you need to not like tell niggas you better than them, but just like I said, just like my J. Cole point, you gotta just claim you the nigga. Like you not it's not about nobody else, but like your fans watching you like, damn, he claiming he the nigga. He claiming that he the nigga. What Savage saying? So I told him, I was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest, if it's me, I feel you should be like, yo, I'm number one. You ain't gotta mention no artist, you don't gotta diss no nigga, but you number one at what you do. So he gave me his phone. We walked into the car. Meezy got all this on camera. He was like, "Yo, all right." He said, "Write whatever tweet you want." And he didn't even really ask us to see it before I sent it, but he said, "Write whatever tweet you want." He said, "We got you on video anyway, so if you say nothing crazy, we gonna say it's you, nigga." And I wrote that tweet, and I was like, "Yo, bro, like, Savage, you not the nigga who gonna diss niggas, but like, bro, like you, I like when my artists feel like they the nigga, because it's like when we rooting for basketball players. If your favorite basketball player was deferring to another nigga, like, nah, don't call me the best, he the best, you'd be like, yo, this shit whack. Feel me? So I took his phone while we walking in. I said, I don't wake up thinking about nobody else, but I'm definitely number one at what I do. And actually he was cool with that because he was like, yo, I thought you were gonna say something about maybe like specific people. And I said, nah. I said, bro, you don't have to fucking go at nobody to state your claim. I'm like, yo, nigga, there's about 8 to 10 artists like in the street nigga lane that's like, there's nobody selling like Drake. There's nobody selling 600 and everybody else selling some other shit, right? Y'all all selling in that bubble of 100 plus. The streets fuck with y'all. Y'all real, blah, blah. So you know what I said, bro? I said, yo, bro, all you got to do, this is what me as a fan like to see from my favorite artist. Just say you the best, bro. You heard me? So again, just a little bit of insight, but I did tweet that. He ain't even deleted it, so I fuck with him for that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. I fuck with 21 super heavy, bro. If you watch the end of the interview, I even said to him, I said, dog, why do you fuck with me? Because truth be told, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think 21 be around people. And what I mean by be around people, I'm not necessarily even saying Meek or whoever, but like, bro, I've heard like little rumblings of like, hey, that particular artist don't really fuck with you like that, whatever, blah, blah. And 21 is cool with all of them. Like, yo, he not a nigga really beef with rap niggas. So I've seen him around him, and I could imagine, like, you know what I mean? Just like when people bring it up to me all the time, like, yo, damn, nigga, yo, why are you cool with 6ix9ine? Like, it's almost like you gotta defend 6ix9ine. It's like, yo, this is your defend 6ix9ine moment because we don't fuck with him, right? I could imagine niggas bringing up to 21 like, yo, damn, why you fuck with Akademiks? Like, on some, yo, nigga, the easiest thing for people to do is just throw you on the bus like, yo, I don't really fuck with that fuck nigga. I just be, and he never did that. Like, he just be like, yo, I fuck with him because, like, he cool with me. Like, he do got his faults, blah, blah, but, like, hey, I'm not because you hate him, I'm going to just be like, fuck that nigga. Bro, I'm telling you, in the music industry, that takes a lot for niggas to do. I'm just being honest. You hear me? Somebody said get Meek on the podcast. I don't even want to tell you like that. Hey, listen. Yeah, I think I should get Meek on the podcast. I think if me and Meek ever get on the podcast, bro, like really, I'm not interested in this moment of podcast stuff because I just really felt like, not saying on the 21 shit, but like I just feel like Meek been threatening me. You feel me? It's like, bro, y'all all remember when I did the shit with Vic Mensa, right? I know some of y'all was like, yo, when Vic Mensa said, yo, I think you a bitch, I should have slapped you, whatever he said. Everybody who watched it interpreted that as a threat, and I was right next to him, and I did not interpret it as a threat. I literally was like, oh, let me continue this discussion. And that's one thing I kind of just learned over the years. I'm like, yo, bro, like, there's certain people who never gonna fuck with you. There's certain people who never gonna respect you. And you could be trying to do your job as interviewer, blah, blah, blah. But it's not gonna get like, it's not gonna be looked at as, oh, you're doing your job. It's gonna be just looked at as niggas is disrespecting your face and you a bitch because you allow it. You know what I mean? So like even now, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't really into regrets, but like even when the Vince Staples shit, when he said that, like now where I'm at, I'm in the space of being like, yo, when he's like, yo, I should have did that, I would have been like, nigga, do it now. What's up? We could get off camera immediately. There was a time when I was just new to the industry that if niggas disrespect or violate your manhood, and I'm talking about on some serious stuff, because I love jokes. If a nigga be like, yo, you a fat ass gerbil, I like that. It's cool. But like if a nigga is like almost threaten you, like, and you know how they threaten you to let niggas know they could do some shit to you, I'm not in the mindset no more of just keeping the content. So I used to just be like, yo, I remember I grew up watching Diddy with the what's that shit called? Making a Band. And he used to tell people, and I used to be on that. It was like, yo, no matter if a nigga die, keep the content going. So I always be like, yo, I don't care what a nigga say to me, it's content, keep it going. But I'm gonna be honest, in the last couple years, it kind of changed for me. Like, a nigga start moving a certain type of way, acting a certain type of way. I might think it's content. They don't. They really think that's real life. So even when it came to like the Meek situation, I had to stop. I'm like, yo, I don't think Meek is saying these things about you for content, brother. Like, Meek is really thinking he can intimidate you and really hurt you. And I told 21 right there too. I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie. When y'all hear me talk more about him, it's because shit been ringing in my head. I'm like, yo, this nigga really talking like that, like really thinking that like I'm just the most bitch nigga of the bitch niggas. Like, I'm not no man or nothing like that. All right, cool. Not only am I gonna use my platform against you, but now I want to see what you do. I want to see how you're gonna play that. So that's what I was trying to tell even Meezy. I was like, that's how, if you thought it, like my tone or whatever I said was escalating, that's why it happened. But also, y'all never got at Meek when he was saying stuff about me that was out of bounds. But like the Savage or no other niggas who's really in this industry gonna take a nigga saying, yo, I got a green light on you. They're not gonna take it. But it's one of those things where you realize that niggas don't look at you as a man. So you gotta take it. When niggas say that about you, I know where you live, I got a green light on you, you gotta take it. But them, they wouldn't take it. I'm telling you. That's why I'm like, yo, so if a nigga said that to y'all, and that's, I think 21 was way more, he understood more than Meezy. But bro, if a nigga told y'all niggas that, y'all wouldn't just be grinning it off and taking it as whatever. You feel me? Especially like if you're not scared of that person. So I kind of understood, everybody else's perspective, but I think they kind of understood mine too. So that's what it was, because I think Meezy was asking like, yo, act. And by the way, I'm gonna show y'all on the screen right here how to get to the episode, the full episode. Let me just take this off real quick, my bad. Y'all just go to search, right? And type off the record. And when you type off the record, it's going to be this right here, right? You click on it, and it's going to have all the episodes. Y'all got to hit this button right here. I'm going to unfollow myself real quick, and then just click the following button, right? And then there's a notification button. I don't know where that's at right now. It's definitely on the mobile version, but the last episode is here. And look, I'm just showing y'all how y'all could access it, right? You click here. I named it Pick a Side. I'm going to tell you why I named it Pick a Side. Because, like, I think 21 was being super real in terms of, and by the way, I've seen people's, I don't even know if I should address everything, but I do like to address everything. People like, yo, act. Somebody said this to me today. They said, act, yo, I fuck with you, but one of the things you got to stop doing is acting naive type shit. Bro, y'all might think I'm in the industry, but I'm not really in it. Like, I assumed that niggas are moving weird because they didn't fuck with Youngboy. I never knew. Like, I talked to, like, without giving too much information, niggas from a particular camp call me and be like, bro, yo, Ak, how you feeling about certain shit? It was weird for me. They said, how you feeling about certain shit? And I said, what you mean? They said, like, are you gonna fuck with this? And, and, and I said to them, I said, yeah, why not? And it wasn't for me, like, obviously niggas don't look at me on some street life shit. So they were like, okay, cool. We just trying to make sure you're not part of the people who ain't gonna fuck with it because of that. And I said, what you mean? And they said, yo, honestly, everybody who fuck with a particular side not fucking with this. And I said, really? So like when I'm even asking 21, like I heard it from other people. I ain't never heard it from, and 21 not even involved in that. But if he also see the same thing I see, and I know y'all might be like, oh, we already knew that as an audience. No, you really never knew that as an audience. Who told you that? You're guessing. So, of course, I'm a little shocked because I never really thought it went down like that. That's why if you realize I brought up right after, I said, yo, well, you got the bankroll fresh shit. Like, what about the Cardi and Nicki shit? Like, I tried, but it is what it is, Some people said Thug posted his shit. Yeah, I heard that and I saw that. But I'm going to be honest with you. What 21 said, I heard a lot of people saying that, bro. It was like, yo, I'm telling you, I just heard verbatim somebody said, yo, it's not that we don't fuck with blah, blah, blah. We just not trying to piss off blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, damn. And I think that's a little bit interesting and new for people because I know most of y'all who listen to music, especially from quote unquote gangsters, like y'all think like them. But bro, we in the music business. And we've had mad artists who have been beefing with each other that could do what they want. You know what I mean? Like it's not that. So I don't know. All right. To wrap that all up, chat, I really want y'all to sense love and thank you to 21 Savage. I wish so many people were like him. I'm telling you. Like, did I ever tell you the first time me and 21 ever talked, it was just like, he had an issue with just like, he was in a relationship at the time. He was like, yo, bro, he's like, I guess you talked about Amber. You just talk about Amber a certain way, but bro, like, I'm with her now, like, you disrespected me type shit, right? It's like, what you doing, right? So we got on the phone. It's before, like, I think he was supposed to go into come into a episode of Everyday Struggle, and he was like, yo, I need to talk to Ak. And this is why I respect him, because like, yo, he's a nigga who could, like, he could talk to people. Like, I even told him and whatever about even like Meek, I say, yo, Meek don't want to talk to nobody. Like, Meek think like he like the biggest dog and the biggest whatever, and like niggas gotta just bow down. I said, nigga, you had a problem with me, and we talked about it. Me and Savage talked about that shit. And he said, yo, Ak. He said, yo, bro, this is the position I'm in, bro. This is how it looks. He said, yo, why you, like, we talked through all that shit, and we actually came to a conclusion. If you watch that, because we even interviewed Amber Rose. We came to a conclusion. And by the way, it wasn't him pressing me. That's one of the dopest things about 21. 21 don't feel like he a nigga who needs to be pressing niggas. He talked to you like a human being, be like, all right, bro. All right. But he's like, all right, yo, I understand you think about her, blah, blah, like that. Nigga, I'm with her now. Dog, you gotta understand how she gonna feel. Like, yo, the nigga's very level-headed. It's shocking to me. Like, the way how he moves is not like how a rapper moves. He don't move off ego. He don't move off, yo, I'm so clouded I should do what I want. He don't move off just ignorance. It's kind of odd. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. And as much as really it should be normal, it's odd. He's not the dude who's gonna be doing the shit to kind of show you he's a rapper or he got money. It's weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. Right? Let me see what y'all saying. Somebody say he British, that's why. I won't say British. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do think it's because he's an immigrant a little bit. And I know every time I mention that, people be like, yo, Ak, don't immigrant shit. Yo, I feel like he's smart enough to know everybody's role in this shit. Like, he's smart enough to know. Bro, it takes a specific type of humbleness. I brought in a barber that they have never seen ever in history. It takes a particular type of humbleness to deal with that individual who nobody really knows, who whatever, that's his opportunity to finally get to cut your hair. And he dealt with that nigga with like straight nobility, no, like just no ego. He just kind of dealt with him like, yo, you're a man and I'm a man. I'm telling you, that's just not what the industry is. Everybody who has a bad rep in the industry, after a while, you realize they don't do that. Somebody said he be hanging with Cole too much. Nah. And by the way, I didn't even ask him all the questions because he did have to go. Like, even I didn't want to get into the conversation about because yo, he ain't show up with no jewelry. I ain't seen one chain. I ain't seen one chain. Like he wasn't like iced out. Like, nah. I mean, and by the way, I only say that to say if you haven't watched this episode, please do. 21 such a dope person. I really thank him. You know, and I also put that out in the air because when his album time come up and when he got something going on, I don't want nobody to be like, yo, Act, why are you posting them on it? I'm making it clear. Off the Record is a personal project of mine, and I call in favors. I never call in favors. Some niggas, they know I never like, they only hit me. I never hit them. You feel me? I ain't even gonna say I called in a favor with 6ix9ine because he wanted to do it. But shit, I felt like I ain't gonna say even with 21, but like I'm calling in favors for this shit. So a nigga come through and hold me down because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have. You see, when we were at Complex, we had like a whole team of people like sending out, hey, Rock Nation, who do you have in town? We have Everyday Struggle. Who do you want to bring on there? I'm not hitting none of that. I'm hitting the niggas directly in their DM like, yo, bro, yo, you know I got my podcast. You probably seen it somehow. Like, yo, you want to pull through? And it's between me and them. You feel me? It's not agencies, labels. So I'm being honest. I'm definitely calling in favor. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Oh my god. All right, cool. All right. Anyway, enough of the podcast. Yo, please, thank y'all so much for the support. It I can't quantify it. I do want to get to some other things. And by the way, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I'm looking at myself, quote unquote, pause, like a comedian a bit. So this stream is kind of like working out content for like maybe Friday. So what comedians do, right? Like they literally go to like club, like even the biggest comedians, they'll go to clubs, don't announce that they're gonna be there. It's like open mic type of shit with a random audience, and they'll work on a set. And they'll go there, they'll say all the jokes, and some of them might bomb, some of them might do great, and they kind of take notes and be like, okay, I need to work on this, need to work on this, but this is good, right? I'm a little bit gonna do that with my streams with certain off the record content. Like for example, my monologues, I'm probably gonna figure out number one what I care about, number two like what kind of works. So just kind of giving y'all whatever. So I said 6ix9ine's a blogger. He no longer raps. I talked to him last night. Called me last night. He saw the 21 Savage thing. Obviously, his first thing was like, yo, what was the numbers like compared to me, right? But truthfully, 6ix9ine and I told 6ix9ine pretty much the same thing. I said, 6ix9ine, you need to drop music. You have to. Like, I told him this just frankly. I said, yo, if you go till the end of this year and don't drop music, and we keep seeing you on vlogs, no disrespect to him being on vlogs. We love Steve who'll do it. Like, he's an amazing dude. But your music fans will leave. You need to drop music. And not because you're getting views for being on a vlog doesn't actually mean that people in music care about you. So I think he's gonna, heed those advice. And by the way, I know he's actively creating shit. I'll just say that. For me, I'm telling him, drop it. Drop it. And I told him, I said, yo, the whole Drake thing where, by the way, if you don't realize, Drake dropped an album, right? In September 3rd. It's tomorrow's the 1st of October. Pretty much there was no big releases other than YoungBoy in the first 4 weeks. They gave Drake and Kanye 4 to 5 weeks of grace period. Think about how shook everybody is, right? Anyway, I think we're having some albums drop tomorrow. But even with that, it's like, okay, what are we really gonna do? So I told 6ix9ine you need to drop music. And I told him, I said, bro, you keep thinking about popularity. Because he said, yo, if I drop a song tomorrow, it's going to be the biggest thing. And I said, bro, you keep talking about popularity and intrigue. I want to talk about music. There's two different things. There's a lot of people that have popularity and intrigue that if they dropped music, people wouldn't care. So I told him, I said, listen, if you're going to be on vlogs on vlogs on vlogs, what you should pretty much do, drop music before then or don't be on vlogs, if you ask me. Because again, people will be, you're always a point of intrigue. You're the world famous rainbow-headed snitch, quote unquote, right? But in reality, that's not what's going to make you lit. It's going to be your music. So you need to drop music. Will he listen to me? I will figure this out. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ask Whack 100. He's his manager now. 6ix9ine's never had a manager. Like, I don't know why I keep saying that. Whack 100, if you ask me, is someone who's working with 6ix9ine. Whack is smart. Whack knows how to manipulate the industry. Whack knows how to get what he wants. Whack is a person who, if you ask me what the situation is, he's like, hey, listen, this guy is super hot. I could attain and guarantee money for him, and I'm going to get my percentage. So it's kill what you eat. That's not a manager. By the way, I don't have a manager, right? Now, I have people operated in a managerial way for me. Maybe they negotiate this shit. Maybe they blah, blah, blah. Cool, right? And maybe at that point they're deserved whatever percentage a manager gets. But for the most part, that's not the case. If you didn't operate as a manager, you're not going to do that. So I think Whack and 6ix9ine are cool enough where 6ix9ine is like, yo, I've beaten down these doors and they're not opening up because of who I am and what I did. And Whack is like, I could get them opened up. And 6ix9ine is like, well, if you could get those doors opened up, you could get your managerial cut, which is 20%. So if you could bring $20 million for some blah, blah, blah that I couldn't get done, you could get your 20% of $4 million, right? And I think Whack is saying, yo, fuck it, I'm going to try, right? Doesn't mean it's going to work. We'll see. Somebody says Meek listening party. Should I do a Meek listening party? You have to give me advice on this. So, in essence, and by the way, just to show y'all, like, yeah, I wasn't going to say this public, but maybe I should. I want to show y'all because I know sometimes people think, oh my God, this is this act, right? And by the way, again, salute to my guy 21. Salute to my guy 21. 21 hits me yesterday. He says, yo, Ack, where you at? I said, bro, I'm kicking at the crib. I'm like, getting, clips and everything ready and then like dealing with Spotify. Great. He says, yo, where you going to be like in an hour or two? I said, yo, I'm going to be here. He says, okay, cool. So I thought maybe he was going to be like, yo, he wasn't saying nothing about the episode. He said, yo, Ack, all right, cool. I talked to Meek. This is facts. He said, I talked to Meek and I'm going to get y'all two on the phone. And I said, wait, let me just be clear, 21. I've been down. You spoke to him, and he's down with you mediating for him to get on the phone. He said, yeah, I want to squash this. By the way, everything 21 does, I just gain, like, ultimate respect for him because, like, he's just not being, like, just some fake dude, bro. Like, you could just tell, like, he's not just, like, he's being genuine. Like, it's so rare that I'm almost like, fuck. Like, I've never seen this shit before. So he said, yo, I'm gonna, he said, yo, stay by your phone. I'm going to call you. Now, I'm going to be honest. It didn't happen. And really, it's probably not 21's fault. I was really shocked. I was like, wait, Meek said he's down to fucking get on the phone with me and we could resolve. And however it was going to be resolved or attempted to be resolved, maybe. And 21 was like, no, yo, whatever. No, anyway, I tried to stay available whole yesterday. I didn't get word. And I don't think it's because of 21. I'm probably thinking, and I don't want to just, again, I, I'm probably thinking Meek is like, nah, I won't do it. Now, because of that, I respect 21 and I respect him even putting his name on the line. I'm not gonna like fucking bomb on Meek or whatever the case at this moment, right? And by the way, I don't really have much reason to do it, but I do respect what 21 was trying to do. But I'm glad that he tried to do it, that he could understand what really this is, because I really don't think he understands. Bro, I've talked to everybody in the world trying to figure out whatever issue it is with Meek, right? And he's never been down for it. So when 21 says, yo, I talked to him, I'm gonna get y'all on the phone, I was like, I'm pretty skeptical. Anyway, clearly it didn't happen. But also, I'm not spewing any hate at Meek at this moment because, and this is going to be out of respect for 21 if you ask me. Who knows? He said Meek was going to hit him back after the studio. Today's the day after, right? Let's just say Meek didn't change his mind or whatever the case is. I don't want to say nothing that could be some excuse like, yo, look at this fuck nigga. He's still dissing me. I'm not getting on the phone with him. I want to say nothing because honestly, and for someone like 21, I respect his effort of like, bro, I fuck with you and I fuck with him. And if I have an opportunity, I'm going to try to end whatever issues y'all have. You feel me? So that's really the current on that. So if you ask me about a listening party for Meek tonight, I'm not trying to do a listening party for Meek. If I streamed, I wouldn't be doing that. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, we could stream, fuck around, clown around. Like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, we got to talk just even internally. I kind of want to fuck with the Discord a little bit. But to stream his album, like, I know if I streamed Meek's album, and this is just the nature. I even told 21, I was like, yo, bro. Or actually, Meezy, he was like, yo, damn, you went off the other time. I'm like, yo, I'm going to be honest with you. When people have an issue with me like that, it's on the top of my mind all the time. And when I do stream, I'm not someone who holds it in. I'm honest. So truth be told, I'm not going to have a streaming party for me tonight because everything, which might include my feelings, other happenings, blah, blah, it's going to come out in the stream. And it's going to be like the same old, yo, Ak is going at Meek and, out of respect for 21 even trying to set some shit up, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to stream his album. We'll see what them sales look like. But, yeah, I'm not going to stream his album. I want to know what y'all think, though. And I have yet to give my opinion on this, but I've been very curious. Where do you think Meek is at, him dropping his music now? Where do you think he's at? So I can't tell if Meek is at the point of it don't feel the same, or maybe I just don't tune in enough. So I guess that's what I'm asking you. Because I've looked at his album and I've seen stuff and people like, yo, this is the album cover, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, I might be tripping, but Meek's album just doesn't seem hyped. It just doesn't seem like it has the energy and whatever like I've ever associated with the Meek album, but it just kind of seemed kind of bare thin. But it might be because of me, because I'm not paying attention. Y'all have to let me know, am I tripping? Is Meek just super hot now and I've just tuned him out because I just don't want to, keep going back and forth with this stuff, in a sense, that y'all let me know. Touchdown, I hear what you're saying. You're saying he don't matter anymore, but I'm almost really thinking that maybe he does. And when you've, like, for example, I know some people like, yo, Lil Nas X selling 125 is a flop. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even tune into Lil Nas X. Him selling 125 is a win. I never, like, I see him, like, on the scene trolling on social media, but I don't see him in other aspects. So that's why I'm asking y'all. I'm like, yo, maybe my view on Meek Mill is, like, so off, like, just off the rails that y'all could look at me and be like, yo, Ak, what are you talking about? Meek is the hottest thing, like, right now. Am I tripping? And and I've tried too. So like went on social media. I'm like, all right, maybe this is a quiet way to kind of figure out what he's gonna sell. So I'm on the social media and I'm like, damn. When he posts about his album, it's not going crazy or nothing like that. Like, and I'm like, well, maybe it's me. Okay, so somebody said if Lil Nas X outsells Meek, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I still have Meek selling 160. If Meek sold less than 160, and again, I haven't paid attention too much recently. If Meek sold less than 160, I'd be shocked. Somebody said Meek is trending right now, and that's the jug don't stop. Okay, so hey, I only ask y'all that because I really wonder what the fuck is gonna be sold by Meek, right? Yeah, he is trending everywhere. Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, if I do stream tonight, I'm gonna stream Rich the Kid and Lil Wayne's album. Even though Rich the Kid walked off, he messaged me earlier. He said, "Ak, are you gonna have a listening party for my album? Should I tell him yes, or should I tell him no?" So he hit me. It's Rich the Kid. Where is he at? Rich the Kid. Yeah. He says, "You gonna do a Twitch listening for the album?" Hmm. How about this, chat? How about I just generally stream, right? So I'll just generally stream, right? And after I generally stream, we'll play a couple songs. And I'm not even gonna say I'm not playing no Meek songs. Maybe we play the top 3 hottest songs, and we play some of Rich the Kid's album. Um, Again, like I know y'all are chat niggas for the most part, and y'all know like my issues with him. So y'all be like, I know why Axe not gonna play, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, let's act like nothing's coming out, right? Now, truth be told, I'm not giving it no promotion on Instagram and nothing like that, right? But if it comes out, like I want to have an opinion on it, right? So, maybe we listen to like 1 or 2 tracks. I don't know. Y'all can tell me. Q Stack says, "Bro, no, Rich the Kid not gonna want to answer no questions, bruh." I'm gonna tell you what he said. I'm gonna tell you what he says. Oh my god, yo, I think that's what we're gonna do. Somebody says, "Are Latinos welcomed in the stream?" Of course. Somebody said, "No, no, no, fuck if he walked up." Yo, chat, I swear, man, y'all, I like, yo, I was explaining to somebody, they couldn't believe it. They were like, "Yo, act." So I was telling them, I'm like, "Yo, listen." I was talking about the Barbs, right? That's yo, listen, the Barbs. The reason why the Barbs behave like that is because that's Nicki's personality. They're like, no. And I had to point them to, Nicki was calling out that, like, TV host that said something about her. And she was calling her like a dirty, like, B word. Like, she was like, yo, you nasty. Like, she was just saying really, like, you're like, whoa. Like, this is some deep hatred shit. I was telling people, like, even about me, I'm like, yo, listen, the audience of the person actually reflects the person's personality. And they're like, nah, something's over the line. I'm like, maybe the audience goes over the line sometimes. But I brought it myself. I said, yo, do you know why everybody in my fucking comment sections like fucking have a million cheeseburger jokes? I have a million jokes about start a family, this and third. Bro, they've watched me clown everybody in the culture that I've covered. Like they've seen that. So I'm not one of the people who are like just like oblivious to be like, oh, yeah, I clowned everybody, but everybody should love me. It's like, yo, my audience, like, they probably saw me got off bad funny jokes, right? On people, and they'd be like, yo, Ak, we got funny shit for you too. Bro, you gotta accept it. I've learned to accept it. You know what I mean? I've never been like, oh my god, I'm just in my feelings, right? But I think that's what the fucking Barbs are. Like the Barbs are only a reflection of Nicki in her worst form. Am I tripping? See niggas even saying a million cheeseburger jokes or like or whatever. Yeah, no, it is what yo. And I tell people, I'm like, yo, before I used to get joked on about like McDonald's and blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, they used to have like I remember I blocked this page at one time. I think it was Akademiks hairline. The whole joke was, yo, Akademiks the type of nigga that or something like. And I was fucking furious a little bit because I was like, yo, these aren't people who fuck with me. These are haters. And then I kind of realized I'm like, yo, dog, they do fuck with you, but you clown niggas and they want to clown you. Like maybe they don't have nobody in mind they want to clown. They want to clown you. You feel me? And I just had to realize like that's part of it. Like, yo, chat, at a point I was tight. I was mad. I was upset. I think I used to block them. And I just kind of realized I was like, yo, wait, what are you doing? Nigga, they fuck with you enough that they got all these funny jokes. Some of them is overused, as always. But still, like, why are you mad? The same reason why you're popular is why your audience gonna clown you. You know what I mean? So, like, even when, like, I have random, like, chicks hit me on my DM, they be like, yo, why does your audience clown you all the time? And I'm like, it's the same fucking reason why you hit me up. You're wondering why the fuck I'm so popular. You know what I mean? It just happens. So, you know, I used to catch feelings, but I stopped a long time ago. Ooh, look at Rap Caviar. They messaged me, or they mentioned me for some shit. Anyway, I feel like oh my God. Oh, Rap Caviar showed us some love. Great. I'm about to take a piss, like the bathroom's right there. But what do we not talk about? Chat, I'm going to be very ambitious today. I'm going to plan to stream twice. If you're looking for a Meek Mill release party, I will not be doing it. But I'll be kicking it on stream. And while midnight comes around, you know what I mean, I'll listen to a few albums, okay? You know, I'll just chalk it up as I'm working on my material. And another thing about off the record, like I want to do these monologues, but I want them to be funny. So like, you know, if you ever wonder like how I kind of like, you know, come about ideas or whatever that y'all might think is funny, it's kind of just like talking to people. So I'll just use y'all as my little test junket. Anyway, where the fuck? I can't see it. What was that? I was gonna talk about some shit. Hold on. Let me find it. I was gonna talk about some shit. I gotta piss so bad. Hey, what do y'all think Meek album's gonna sell? I said anything under 160, I'm gonna be like. By the way, he put out a track listing. I heard him and Drake dropped or did a video in the Bahamas. So I don't know if that's not gonna be on it, but I heard they did one. I also heard, and by the way, I seen recently, you know, salute to Hip Hop DX. You know, I don't know if this was meant to be funny or whatever. They were like, yo, despite what Akademiks says, Meek Mill and Rick Ross is promoting Meek Mill's album. There is no issues. Listen to me and listen to me clearly. First of all, Rick Ross is such a boss that even if he's beefing with you, he's going to post your album. Because you know why? As I tell everybody, 80% of the album proceeds is going to go to the person who signed you. And Rick Ross did sign Meek Mill. Okay? From what I heard, and you know, I can speak more in depth, this was at Meek's birthday party just like months ago. Or was it Meek's birthday party? It was in Miami at a very popular club. I don't know if it was Club Live or whatever. Rick Ross showed up, and Rick Ross was trying to be in and about the vicinity of Meek, and apparently Meek allegedly had people instructed to say, don't allow it to happen. So Ross didn't leave the club. Ross just had to go elsewhere. He couldn't fraternize or whatever with Meek. Now, when I asked the source, I said, wait, why would that happen? Why wouldn't Meek allow Ross in the section or whatever the case is? They said, well, truth be told, you know, apparently because of the argument, and apparently, you know, I allegedly heard, not allegedly, well, I heard that, and this is not by Meek or Rick Ross's people, I heard that situations got tense just between two camps, that guns were drawn. That's what I heard. Nothing happened afterwards, but guns were drawn. Ross went to his own section. I heard that, Meek had an issue. I guess he was in conversations about talking about how he could get off, what's that label name? MMG. And because those issues weren't resolved yet, and I don't know what else transpired, he wasn't down with kicking it with Rick Ross at the moment. Now, truth be told, you have to realize it. Like, look at tense moments between um, Birdman and Wayne. Now they're like super BFFs, right? So I'm assuming whatever that happened with Meek and Ross was settled. Not sure if they're the best of friends, but settled enough that Meek feels like, yo, I'm gonna be able to continue my career without MMG. Now, the only way to say that Ak, you're incorrect is if Meek stays on MMG for years to come. I believe that Meek has figured out a way, whether through, how he normally acts or through Rock Nation, that he wants off of MMG. Okay? Might take an album, might take two albums, might take five. And I think whenever that happens, he's gonna put out a project and then afterwards he won't be on MMG. Nothing wrong with that. You get me? Again, Ross is such a guy, like I don't see him going to war with his own artists. Now, keep in mind, most artists, and by the way, I don't know if I told you this. I didn't do a video on it, which I plan to. I heard that when what's the guy's name again? What's the fucking kid's name? Kid Leroy. I heard when Kid Leroy almost got jumped. And by the way, I literally have video of some of the melee. Like, so you know when people say like, yo, I hate when anyone act like I would ever lie about some shit. I'm just way too reputable to ever lie about some shit. Like if I say it and I put my word behind it, that's because I've even vetted the source. And if the source is super shaky, I'll just let y'all know, like, I have no idea this is the source, right? Like, for example, with Kid Leroy, I have video of, like, I guess the security getting into it with some other people. And apparently, I was wondering who the fuck was jumping Kid Leroy. They said it was literally Lil Bibby wanted to have a conversation with him. Apparently, they still signed Kid Leroy, but they were managing him. Kid Leroy wants to be managed by Scooter Braun at this point, and issues start to happen. So now when you cut off all conversations with those people, it's just like how Meg Thee Stallion cut off all conversations with Carl Crawford in 1501. And if you got to talk to Rock Nation to talk to your artists when you remember them being broke and not having anything and you gave them your last or put up your last amount of money, you're going to feel a certain type of way. So there was a little melee when it came to Kid Leroy. I have videos and shit like look like police restraining certain people around if arresting them, and that never went anywhere else. But does it mean it wasn't true? It's true. It's 100% true. Same with Meek Mill and Rick Ross. From all what I've seen, and by the way, I don't have a video if it happened. If I had a video, the moment a website, and I've seen a couple websites be like, yo, despite what Akademiks said, I would just drop the video. Like, you know me, I just don't play with y'all niggas like that. But, what was I saying? So there isn't a video, but essentially it's true. Like, apparently Meek wanted off MMG. Now, if you ask me after seeing all of this, I think they probably came to agreement. This is me just thinking out loud. I don't know. I think they came to agreement on what Meek needs to provide for MMG to get to leave, and Ross probably agreeing that, okay, if you do these things, you can leave. If you basically want to go to MMG. And yeah, I think that's about it. Because if you ask why Ross might be promoting Meek's album, even my biggest op dropping on my label, I'm gonna promote his album. And again, I think Ross is just the epitome of a businessman. He's not looking towards having confrontations and beefs. He's looking towards making money. So, just one of those things, if you ask me. But what y'all talking about now? Holy shit, what's this? I'm just watching what a lot of y'all are saying. Wale and J. Cole are dropping. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like Wale and J. Cole are more counterparts other than Wale and Wale and J. Cole are more counterparts other than J. Cole and like Drake? Because I know they have a history and everything, but it's like, I don't know, like it just still ticks me off when J. Cole basically says, "Oh no, I'm cool with not being number one. They're number one." It just pisses me off. I don't know what it is. I couldn't, like, I think we're just humans though. Like we root for the number one person. Like we root for Sha'Carri Richardson until she loses. We root for the the particular person that's the what am I trying to say? Um, we're gonna root for our favorite. We're gonna root for Usain Bolt, Sha'Carri Richards. We're gonna root for Tiger Woods. We're gonna root for these people who are just like really like phenomenal, but also like we kind of want them to know that they're phenomenal and know. Or maybe it's just me. I'm not cool with humbleness. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I guess the point I was trying to say with Wale and J. Cole is like, is J. Cole in more of a Wale tier? He just sells a lot more than being in a tier with Drake and Kendrick. Because like I want to put him in a tier with Drake and Kendrick, but he's saying that he's telling me he's mid. That's all I heard. When he said, I was like, whoa, you're mid. Okay, fine. I won't put that much faith in you no more. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. So I said, Ak, you talking crazy. This is why Off the Record exists, because I can have people that challenge me. Actually, I'm going to get into the chat later on, too. What else is going on? GB Ball Out is dropping a project. Okay. It's cool to know. Wait, let me just go to the Shade Room. Let me just go to my page. There's so much stuff to talk about. Oh, that's another thing. Let me just address this quickly. Yo, listen. I feel Drake is someone who knows he's accomplished the heights of heights in rap. And he likes to let people know, even with things like this, like, yo, I have other passions. And it's like him, playing basketball. I'm going to be honest with you. Yo, Drake, and I fuck with you. You're my favorite rapper. But I never want to see another basketball video from you unless you play someone that's bigger than you, bro. Like, I don't know if Drake's taking fucking steroids, bro. But he looks fucking gigantic. And these other niggas, maybe they're just like fucking just anorexic, but they look like they haven't eaten in like 69 days. Drake, you scoring over YK Osiris that you're pushing him with your pinky finger and he's flying across the court. We don't want to see that, brother. We don't want to see, like, bro, like, yo, I've never met Drake in person, but this nigga look like he's either built like Brock Lesnar, or these other rappers are just too fucking skinny and scrawny. Like Drake, I feel embarrassed that Drake posted this. Drake, you're 3 inches taller than this guy and weigh 100 more pounds than him. It's the same thing when I saw with even the what's it called? With him and what's that motherfucker name? Tory Lanez. Like, bro, look at this. Look, that looks like a child you have guarding you. Like, Drake, you shouldn't post this, dog. Look at this shit. This thing like a child compared to you. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, Drake. I fuck with you, but you got to stop posting clips like these. If you're going to try to brag over your hooping skills, like get somebody your height and that at least have some weight. You're getting these chicken chest motherfuckers. It looks weird. It looks like the grown man who can't compete with the men going to play with the preschoolers. And I know you're way better than that. It just looks weird watching this shit. Did y'all see him playing like Tory Lanez? Like, I've been around Tory. But I've never seen somebody look this short and this like just inadequate. Like, look at this shit. Let me keep showing now. By the way, this is my Instagram page. Please follow. Hold on, let me find this shit. This just doesn't look fair. I used to think Tory was like 5'5", 5'6", but after watching this shit, look at this. Is it this? Oh, hold on.
4 times. He's ducked me 4 times. That man has ducked me 4 times for the 1v1. Him in the yellow shorts. Duck.
Yo, either Drake's on steroids or like Tory's. Like, I've been around Tory. Like, Tory's a little bit like, kind of small, pause. But like, this looks ridiculous. Like look at these clips. When I saw this clip, I was like, yo, Drake should be embarrassed. Drake should be embarrassed that this is a clip. Look at this. Bro, look at this. Look at Drake and look at... Yo, Drake should be fucking embarrassed. Yo, Drake, I get it, you got the embassy and shit, but play a nigga your size. Look at Tory. Just look at Tory, bro. Just look at this. Look. This looks like a giant... Yo, his head is at his shoulders. Why is Drake bragging about this? Why is Drake's people putting up this as like even a thing? Drake, you need to play Dave East. That's who you should be playing, Dave East. I don't even say Dirk. Play Dave East or something, nigga. I didn't know you on some P90X shit. The one time I ever saw Drake in person, I went to the fucking tour where he was dissing Meek in Meek City. Like, it was at Wells Fargo Center. And he was performing back to back and just like laughing at Meek. But Drake, that's the only time I've ever seen Drake in live. I ain't gonna lie. So he jumps in his shit that brings him all across the crowd. And I'm like, yo, this nigga Drake is buff. Pause. Like, yo, this nigga look like he been lifting weights. Like, look at this shit. Bro, this look like motherfucking Trae Young versus Anthony Davis. Like, let's be clear. This looks like Trae Young versus Anthony Davis. What the fuck is Drake trying to tell us? You're nice because you beat this nigga's ass? Like, Tory, no disrespect to you. I fuck with you too, but Tory. Bro, like, Tory, the top of Tory's head is at that nigga's, like, pecs. Like, come on, bro. Look at this. Bro, look at this. Just look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Drake fucking thigh is bigger than this nigga's whole body. Drake's thigh is bigger than his whole body. He bent down to get the ball, and he's still taller than Tory. Bro, this has got to stop. Drake, I'm going to be honest with you. And I like watching you play basketball. But it's enough is enough. I don't want to see you play no nigga who's like 5'3 or 5'4. You look clearly like you're 6'2 or 6'3. Nigga, play somebody your own size. It's not violating. It's telling the truth, bro. Does this look fair, bro? Like, y'all gotta really like stop fucking with me. Look at Drake and look at Tory. Like, literally, look. 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 Y'all gotta see this shit. Look. Look where Tory's head is at. Shh. Tory's head is at this nigga's waistline, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. By the way, I don't think Tory's bad at basketball. You see me here in my comments. I made the first bucket, blah, blah. Tory, it's not if you made the first bucket. I'm just saying, this nigga Drake cheating. He shouldn't even be playing you. Bro, it's like weight. It's like weight categories when it comes to like basketball. Oh, no, to boxing. Yo, Floyd Mayweather is the greatest pound for pound in terms of like, yo, him being, I think, like 140 or like 150, whatever the fuck he be walking around at. Or he usually box at. Imagine if Floyd was fighting Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. As great as we know him as a boxer, because even if you have the perfect technique, you're going to get hit at some point. Nigga, Floyd would get floored by one of them like heavyweights. What I'm trying to say is that like, yo, weight limits matter and like height matter, reach matters, everything matters. Tory looks like a child compared to Drake. I don't know how this is possible. Why are we even talking about like, yo, Drake cooked him? And I know, my caption definitely, you know what I mean, gassed it up because somebody just said in the chat right now, Ak, you a Hall of Fame instigator. I might be. I'm just saying, this don't look fair. Look at this. Bro, look at this. Just look at this. Just look at this. Don't tell me Drake just tore his ACL and like, yo. Don't tell me Drake just tore his ACL. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. This don't look fair. Sad. Anyway, did I miss anything else? Holy shit. Did we ever play this? Listen to this.
Some people say that I'm running third. They threw the bronze at me. Behind Drake and Dot, yeah, them niggas is superstars to me. Maybe deep down, I'm afraid of my luminosity. So when you see me on red carpets, I'm moving awkwardly. Posing all nervous, afraid of the judgment. And the thought of showing too much of my day is repugnant. I be keeping my kids away from the gaze of the public. Cause these days it feel like hate is their favorite subject. Fucking attitude like a young O'Shea with an AK aimed at your brain. Some people
Fuck with you, J. Cole, but man, claim the throne already, dog. Please. All right. Anyway, did I talk about? Did I play some of these clips? These are great.
Where they from? Who you think can do a versus with Wayne first? It'll be a good versus. Like, okay, that shit cool. Cause it ain't but 20 songs.
Yourself, Tunchi. Wayne versus Tunchi. He got too much shit going on. Not no human can touch that, bro. Not no human.
20 songs though.
Come on, brother. Like
I'm saying there's 20 songs.
But this Tunchi, like this nigga had 100 singles in 1 year. He outpassed Elvis in 1 year.
Hey, that's a good take, right? I want to take a piss real quick because damn, this fucking Hennessy's running through me. It's running through me. Hold on. Since some of y'all never watched this, I'm gonna play, even though Spotify don't like me doing this, I'm gonna play a couple seconds of this episode you gotta watch, episode 7. Here we go.
You was in college. I was listening to shit like gangster
Listen to
shit.
Gucci mixtapes and shit.
Yeah.
The Rich Homie Quan mixtape, early tapes. And
Future.
Thug.
But I wasn't never no super fan of them. That was my first time playing a Drake album from top to bottom, like really listening to a Drake album on my mama, on my kids. I swear to God on my kids. That was my first time ever playing a Drake album.
So maybe it's just where I'm from then. Easy.
No, it's just
I'm from Atlanta. That's just how he was raised. Cause I was on So Far Gone in 09, bro.
The only nigga around me who
the
one nigga around me who was already listening to Drake was Shadi. That's the only nigga. Cause when that If You're Reading This shit came out, I remember Shadi, Fred, all us was in the studio. I was selling them niggas some pills or buying some pills. And them niggas was like, boy, this shit just dropped. Drake just dropped. And they was playing it in the studio. And I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't understand it. That If You're Reading This shit.
That's one of his best albums. That Take Care is his top 2.
I was going over it yesterday. Yo, damn. Yo, we from so much different. Yo, nigga, yesterday I was thinking about it because it was the 8-year anniversary of Nothing Was the Same. That's 2013. I graduated college then. Nothing Was the Same, 2013. And I was thinking, I said, how many classics Drake got? And I came up with 5. And only 2 of them is after when you start listening, Views and Scorpion. So when I hear what you're saying,
Scorpion a classic?
Easy, stop playing with me, bro.
What was on Scorpion?
What's on Scorpion? Mob Ties. Mob Ties on Scorpion.
Sick of these niggas. Hide some help.
Yeah. Nonstop. In Your Feelings. Kiki. You Love Me.
Yeah. God's Plan.
He has straight hits.
Yeah.
Straight hits. All right. Bet. Thank you, Spotify. My loves over there. I have a great team over there. They're so amazing. Salute to Carol. Salute to Bree. Salute to Chris. Salute to Jordan. Salute to who else? Salute to the sales team. Salute to Anchor team. Everybody who just have shown me a lot of love. Anyway, please go watch this.